Right. We are back with another episode of It's That Easy. This is the Saturday night edition. So hopefully everyone's having a great weekend. Um, got to watch some baseball, and here's the good news. The Texas Rangers won. Doesn't happen very often, so that's exciting for us. So if you're watching, please like and subscribe to the video. I'd greatly appreciate it. We'll run through today's picks. I'm going to give you a preview of tomorrow's games and get you set up for that. So here we go. Today, tough day because the Rangers were underdogs and they won today. Good for me, bad for my pick. Tampa Bay and Boston. Tampa Bay, it rained out, so postponed till tomorrow. The same pitchers that were pitching today are going to pitch tomorrow. Cool. Kansas City beat Detroit just like we thought they would, and actually Kansas City, Witt Jr. had a inside the park home run. That was pretty cool. Phillies won like we thought they would. Let's see, San Diego won, unlike we thought they would. Houston lost, unlike I thought they would. See, that's what happens when you start putting your. Never mind. I'm not gonna say anything like that. The Twins did win, so 3-3. I guess that's not too bad, but man, I had some higher hopes for that. So, but let's go to our games tomorrow. So we're gonna run through these really quick. Oh, before I get into those, if you're following me on TikTok, maybe you're not, but if you want to, I'm at RobRod890. I've been I go to the gym at like 5 in the morning. So I kind of been posting some stuff just to kind of one to keep me accountable to it, and also just to kind of get a presence out there. So maybe this will help with my show. But if you want to follow me on TikTok, go ahead and do that. That'd be great too, and check out that journey as well. So all right, now we get into the games. um, so real quick, Rays pitching Martinez. We went through this one yesterday because they were the pitchers for today. And let's see, he's won 3 starts in a row. He's won 4 of his 5 starts. The Red Sox pitching Toll. They won the last game pretty good. The Red Sox have actually won 4 of their last 5 games. But who am I picking here? We're going to go with Tampa Bay, the underdog pick tomorrow. Even though Martinez is kind of he's at a 1.71 ERA. That's pretty good. So let's do that. Cubs, Rangers. Cubs are pitching DeGrom. So the last 2 games we've been pretty big underdogs. Today or tomorrow we will be the favorite. So that makes me a little nervous because usually when we're the favorite, that's when we do poorly. DeGrom's pitching tomorrow, so makes sense why they would do that. Maybe they can get on a little roll here. But even though that was the case, I still was going to pick the Rangers because DeGrom was on the mound before I knew the numbers. Now I know the numbers, even better. So Tigers and Royals. Tigers are pitching Hannafy. He's had 4 appearances. He didn't have a start. So this is gonna be his first start here. He usually pitches 1 to 2 innings or 1 to 3 innings in his games. So we'll see how that goes tomorrow for the Tigers. The Royals are pitching Cameron 5.0, so 5.4 ERA in 5 starts. He's lost 4 of his 5 starts. He gives up quite a few hits and runs, so I would actually look at the over for this number here, the 9, because they're both kind of newer pitchers or one that gives up quite a few runs. But I think the Royals, being the home team, are going to pull it out for them. Rockies and Phillies. Rockies pitching Sagano, 3.41 ERA in 5 starts. He won 2 of his last 3 starts. That's good. Phillies pitching Sanchez, 2.42 ERA in 5 starts. He also won 2 in a row here, and he's always pitching 6 to 7 innings, so that's really good. That's really consistent there. So that's a good sign for the Phillies, who prior were struggling. Uh, you know, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, they've been on a pretty good roll here, so good for them. We are going to pick Philly, but I will say this: look at that huge number. So Colorado is a plus 244 underdog. That means if you, let's say you just threw $5 at Colorado, you practically 3 times your bet. So even though, I get it, Philly's probably going to win. But if you're looking to like say, hey, what if, here's a good one to say, let me take $5 or whatever you bet. I don't know what you bet. Throw it out there on Colorado as a just in case. But no, it could lose. There's a chance it's going to lose. Good chance. But if they win, like they did the first game against Philly, it's a pretty good payoff there. So three times. St. Louis and the Padres. St. Louis pitching Leahy, 4.93 ERA in five starts. He's actually won three of his last four starts, and he gives up, but he does give up a lot of hits. In his those last four starts, 6 hits, 9 hits, 8 hits, 5 hits. That's a little scary because the more hits you give up, the more runs you're going to end up eventually giving up. So got to be careful there. The Padres are pitching Bueller, 5.64 ERA. He's won his last two games, but he lost the prior two. He gives up quite a few hits as well, 7, 3, and 8 in his last three games. So because of that, I think St. Louis lost today, not by a ton. Actually, I don't think they lost by a ton. Let's look at what they lost by. But I'm picking them to win tomorrow, and they are the underdog there. So another possibly good underdog pick. You got to know whenever you pick the underdog, it's possible. It's, let's say, the higher probability that they'll lose. They lost 4-2. Another low scoring game. See that 8.5 over under? They're probably going to go the under, but St. Louis will probably win. So you can bet a dog and you can bet the under, win some dineros there. Houston and the Reds. Houston's pitching Tang, 2.35 ERA. He has one start and four appearances. So this is going to be his second start. His one start, he did pitch 3 innings, gave up 5 hits and 2 runs in a loss. The Reds are pitching Abbott, who I feel like this is like one of their top pitchers, if not the top pitcher for them. He's won three of his last four starts. They lost his last game, and he gives up, like 4 or 5 hits per game. So he's hittable, but I am going to go because of the home team. I'm going the Reds to finish off the series here. Look at that. I've lost all those games. That one, and I knew, I said this before we started, that St. Louis San Diego series was going to be tough to pick. I knew it was going to be tough to pick. But you know what, though? I will say this. I like to challenge myself, pick some teams that I'm not real familiar with, that I need to look at, check the stats on, that I do. You're going to lose games, but learn from this. So the next time we put them on there, we have a little bit of history of picking them. And then the last game, Twins and the Guardians. Twins are pitching Bradley, 2.87 ERA in five starts. He's won his last game, but he lost the three prior. But he is putting in good innings, between 6 and 7 innings per game that he pitches. So that's good. You want to get your starter, as far as possible in the game. So that's really good for them. And then the Guardians pitching Williams, 3.28 ERA in five starts. He lost his last game, but he won the four prior to that. So he was on a roll before he lost the last game. And he's also pitching 6 to 7 innings. These teams, similar to the Cardinals and Padres, who seem to be evenly matched, the Twins and the Guardians seem to be evenly matched as well. There's no money line right now. There's no over under either. I should have taken that out, but there's no over under. That's how closely they're matched. They think it's a toss up. I'm gonna go because the Twins won today. Well, I had put it before they won today, but they won 2-1. Whatever the over under, if there is one that pops up tomorrow, you probably want to go the under as well because you got two pitchers that go long innings. Probably keep the runs down. So those are your picks for tomorrow. If you're looking to parlay some, so I parlayed some today. I parlayed one. I hit the Cubs and Kansas City. Kansas City won. Good for my Rangers that they beat the Cubs. Bad for my parlay that the Cubs lost. But I don't know. I mean, you know what? Let's go DeGrom, right? Let's do a Texas, Kansas City. I like the Phillies. Geez, they're a huge favorite. That makes me nervous that they're too big of a favorite. Let's not put them. Let's go Rangers, Kansas City, and Reds. Rangers, Kansas City Reds for the parlay. Let's see, we got dog picks here. You got Tampa Bay as the dog there. Man, you know why I'm not putting Philly on there? Because I feel like I'm going to put a little bit of cash on the Rockies just because they're such a huge dog, and there's a bigger payoff as a just in case. I might put something on there. St. Louis is also an underdog, and I'm gonna guess the Twins will probably be an underdog. I don't know because they won the last game. Maybe they won't be, but I think they might be. So those are a couple of underdog picks there. And then obviously these are all your money line picks. The ones I've put there on the ends to go there. Tampa Bay, Boston. I don't know. I feel like the Cubs and the Rangers probably the under with DeGrom on the mound. Colorado and Phillies. What did they score? They scored 12. I'd say probably the over for those guys as well. Man, that's a weird number. St. Louis and San Diego probably go under. Houston and let's see, what did Houston and the Reds do? 4 runs. Yeah, probably pick. Well, they're no, these guys might score tomorrow, so maybe we stay away from that one. But anyway, these are your picks for tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed the show. Hope you you got something out of these picks here. If you did, please like the video. And if you can, go ahead and subscribe to it. And hope you have a great Sunday. Hope you have a good Mother's Day. Call your mama or, have your kids call your wife or whatever it is. But do that. Enjoy the day. Maybe you can enjoy some baseball tomorrow. And if you, hopefully your team wins because I am rooting for my team tomorrow. And if you do decide to bet on a game, I hope you win a ton of money. Have a great one. We'll see you next time.